All right, Nimbo here, Crapless Craps. Another day, another $1,200 in. Last couple of days have taken some decent profits, some smaller profits, but small is all relative. So happy with the results. Would like to get out of here with some profit again today, and we're going to start with doing kind of what we did yesterday, which was 400. Actually 409. Bets are off on the come out for now. I'm gonna have $3 each on the lucky roller. Gonna try and pop 3-4 numbers and scale back and play with their money. That's the goal, at least. Hopefully we can get some pockets here. Just looking at the histories, a couple of bad areas there, but some decent areas as well. You know, when we do this strategy and you're asking for 3 or 4 numbers, means you're going to get it about half the time. The hope is that you get it more than half of the time, and then occasionally make out on a, you know, roll that's 15, 20 rolls or longer where we make some real money. But we can't expect to get 3 or 4 rolls without a bad number every time. Again, I would say half the time or a little more than half the time. The trick is making enough money when you do survive it to offset when you don't. So let's give it a shot here, see what happens. $1,200 in. Looks like we got the sound off. Rolling a 4. All right. 4 is the point. Let's see if we can pop some numbers here. Hard 6. So we're going to go up 10 and bank the rest. And we're going to do that for like 3 or 4 numbers here. At least that's the plan. Except when that happens, we get there a little quicker, right? So that was the second number. But boy, do the 7s come right after that number. Well, at least we banked some there. You know, I believe it was on the last couple of videos where I was having it off after 2s and 12s, and that would have been a great time to just do that. So we may do that moving forward here. Anyway, bets are off. Lost a little bit of money there. It's a good thing we popped a 2 beforehand. All right, so hard 6. Okay, got to make up some ground here. There's a 5, up 10 and bank the other 60. There's a 5, whoops. Oh yeah, that was back-to-back 5. So we're gonna go up 20 and bank the other 64. God, 2 numbers and a 7, 3 numbers twice and a 7. Not the start we were looking for. Come on, we got to muscle through this. Bets are off. Almost lost half our money here. Another 4 for the point. See if we can get by 3 numbers this time. There's our second one. Bet 10, bank the rest. There's a 3, we'll go up 10 and bank the rest. There's a 9, up 10, bank the rest. All right, on that note, we're gonna clear. Go like that. So we're up a little bit of money on the roll, and we're free rolling now. Now let's play. Let's press. So 9. So we're gonna go up 10 on that and then get the hard ways. Take a little more profit. God dang it. 7s sure are ugly. All right, made a little bit of money. Beats losing. All right, what are we at? 715. Got to get up on 715 here. Keep rolling 4s for the points. All right, let's do this again. Trying to get up on 715. Four is the point. We're going to set the bets on and keep rolling here. There's an 8. All right, so we were trying to get up on 715. That's 4 numbers. Let's see where we were at here. So we're up about 40 bucks, free rolling. So we're gonna go 10-10 on the 6 and 8 there. There's a great 2, and we were on that one. So let's go 10 on that, and then 3s on the other extremes. All right, so our 7-10 is 840. All right, sorry guys, I forgot to put the phone in airplane mode. And right as I was rolling, you know, we had just rolled a 2. Look what came, back-to-back 2s. So we got a second 2 there with $30 on there. So paid us some good money. And I think we're just gonna go with it being off here, even though it already is off, because, you know, we've had some unfortunate luck sometimes after rolling those numbers like that. So that was great that we were off there, all right? We're gonna leave it off again. There's a 5. All right, let's, I didn't press up after that last one, so let's do that. So 40s and 3 each, we're at 985. Yuck. Ugly, ugly, ugly. All right, made some ground. Trying to get back to our 1200. Okay, we are at 985. 985. All right, let's try and get back to that number. There's a 10, we'll go up 10 and bank the 80. There's a 5, up 10, bank the 60. Up 10 and bank 48. And then there's an 8. That's great. All right, so we were at 985. So now we're at 1,023. So we're up about 50 bucks here. So we're gonna take that first payment, set the bets on, take a little bit of profit there. There's an 8. Let's go. Sorry, I wanted to go 10-10 and make those 35 each. There's a 6. All right, so those are 50s. We got our hard ways at 4. Hard 4, very good. So we'll go up 10 on the 4 and 10. We'll press those up $2 each. There's another 6. We're gonna make that 100. We're gonna make that 10. All right. So we gained about $100 on that roll, which I'm not complaining. Trying to work our way back here. All right. So now we are at 1,089. 1,089. Okay, let's roll some numbers here. 1,089. 8 is good. Press it up 10 and bank the rest. There's a 3, we like those. Up 10 and bank 58. 11's great. Okay, same thing, banking 58 on that one. And then there's a 4, so let's clear. Let's go 20s and quarters. We were at 1,085, so we're up about 50 bucks. Okay, and we're free rolling on these numbers. And it's a good thing we scaled back when we did. Ugh. All right. Okay, we are at 1136. 1136. All right, 5's the point. There's a 10. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're gonna set the bets off because we said we were after 2s and 12s. Okay, let's just let one go by. Not gonna kill us. Oh, that was the point. Well, we're gonna set the bets on after the 5. 8, all right. Okay, here we go. and a 6. All right. Should be up a little more money. Now we were at 12. I think we're up like $100. I think it was 11.30. So we are officially in the profit. 239 free rolling. Let's get a number here so we can bet the hard ways. And nope. Whew. Just getting out by the skin of my teeth. All right. So now we're at 1241. 1241, another 5 for the point. Okay, let's get some numbers here. 1241. Let's go up 10, bank the rest. Been pretty fortunate to get by those first few numbers, the last few rolls here. Had the feeling might have a bad one here. All right, so that one hurts. We are at 992, no, 892. 892. Come out roll. There's an 8. 892. There's a 4. That's great. We bank 80 on that. There's a 9. We bank 60 on that. Blah. All right, we're struggling. We're struggling. All right, we're down to 623. 623. All right, we need some help here. There's an 8. Up 10 on the 8. All right, that's good. Up 10 on the 11. There's a 9. It's good. We banked $60 on that. God, we just needed to get by that roll. God damn it. Well, this is it. All right, so we're gonna be a little shy. Okay, bets are off, 381. This is make or break here, make or break. Need to roll some numbers. Need to roll some numbers. Okay, we're gonna go up 10 on that. And we'll go up 10 on that. All right, we'll go up 20 on that. Get those to 80. I want to get these to, whoops, these are supposed to be still 25s. Okay, that was our third number. All right, let's clear. I think we made a little progress, not much. We're gonna go 20s on these 4s and 10s. Let's get a number here so we can bet the hard ways. And boy, do we need, to get that bad number off the board here. That would be super helpful. All right, there's an 11. So let's go 2s and 10 on that only. Take some profit. Let's go 10 on that. There we go. So we're gonna go 10 and 3s on these 20s, but we're gonna set the bets off because you know how we feel about the 2s and 12s. Look at that. I mean, it's kind of crazy how often that happens. I mean, it should only happen 1 out of 6 times, but it just seems like it happens a lot. Setting the bets on. Here we go. Let's get back at it. There's a 3. So we're gonna go up 10 and 3s on the extremes. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep getting these. Let's get these guys off the board here. Let's get 8. All right, let's go 10-10. We'll go 1-1. There's a 4. We'll go 10-10 and 1-1. There's a 9. From 60, do we go to 1 1/4? Let's pop another 9 here. Come on. There's a great. All right, we're gonna go 10 and 3s. Set the bets off. Okay. Oh no. Now what do I do? Shoot. I'm setting the bets off again. All right, 1 roll. We just need the 6 here. We can get a little bit of money back. There's a 3, that's great. Let's go 10 and 3s. 3 was the point. We're gonna leave the bets off on this one. All right, we need a 6, 10, or 11. That's great, because that was useful. Everything was off, but we still scoop up $60 on the low. And then let's go like that. All right, so we're at 873. There's a hard 4. We need the 10 and the 11. We're gonna make this 60 and those 6s. Okay. Probably should have pulled some down there. It was a good roll. We got some money back there. Could have got us all the way back to square had I pulled some down. But not bad, not bad. All right, so we are at 938 total, 938 total. Okay, let's get some numbers and get back to that 938. Let's get past that 938. So up 10 on the 9. Up 10 on the 10. And that's a good 4, so I'm gonna go 20s and see where we were at 938. So we're only up $20, but we're now free rolling. And boy, it was a good thing I did. If that was a number that paid me, I was gonna bank that amount, but skin of my teeth again. All right, we are now at 959. 959. 5's the point. All right, let's pop some numbers here. Ugly. Not what we wanted to see. All right, we're treading on thin ice now here. We got 550. Bets are off. All right, good thing bets are off. 940. All right, there's an 11's the point. Trying to get to 940 or 540. All right, up 10 on that. There's a 6. Up 10 on that. All right, that's great. Okay. And there's a great 12. All right, so we're gonna go like that in quarters. We're gonna set the bets off since it was just a 12. We were at 530, so we're up $120. Bets are off here. Let's get an 8 or a 10 to get closer to that high side. Golly, that sucks. I mean, it helps there. All right, let's get a point now. Come on, we're gonna muscle through this. No, we're not. Gotta be consistent. We're gonna be off, we're gonna be off. 2s and 12s are rough. Okay, we're at 648. All right, now we're at basically 640. All right, 9's the point. We're at 640. There's a 10. It's good. All right, there's a 6. Boom, we'll take that. We're setting the bets off for 1 roll here. All right, got through that. Another 6. All right, clear. We were at 640, now we're at 760. So we're up 120. And now we're pressing. Ugh. Again, just getting out. Barely. All right, we are at 766. So now we're at 757. All right, 757 is the number we want to get up on. That's great. We'll go up 10, set the bets off for 1 roll. There's a 3, helps on the bonus. All right, there's a good 6. Up 10 and bank some money. All right, we are flirting with disaster here. 523. Boy, we need another longer roll. 523. Somehow I felt like that was going to happen. All right, we're just going to press. See what we can do here. All right. Crazy is I haven't rolled a 5, 6, 8, or 9 yet. If we get this to like 300 or 400, I'll scale back. That's a big if. Well, there we go. All right, why don't we go just 20s across the board? We'll save the 200. Made some money. We'll go up 10. We'll go $2 hard ways. We're going to set the bets on. We're playing. 3. Keep hitting those 3s. All right, 10, 10, 1, 1. There's an 11, we'll go 10. We'll keep rolling these extremes. I'll get back there in no time. All right. There's an 8. All right, that was a good roll. 283. All right, let's see if we can pop 4 numbers here. 4 numbers. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's a hard 10. That was 4. So we'll go 10s and quarters. Okay, we're almost to where we had. I think we had 280-ish, maybe. All right, we'll go up 10, bank the rest. So we're up money on the roll. There's a 6. Let's go 10, 10, 1, 1. There's another 6. All right, we're at 308. 7 out. All right. All right, here we go. 308. There's a 6. We'll go up 10. Whoops. There's another 6. There's a 9. Seven out. All right. Just kind of bouncing around here. There's an 8. Spread it around a little bit. There's a 10. All right. There's an 11. There's an 8. $206. All right. Well, we were just kind of hanging by a string there, but down 1,200 for the day. It was what it was. Kind of, I battled, but you know, just didn't work out. Sometimes it works that way. So I will see you guys next time with another attempt at making some money.